Hi, my name is Keith Douglas from Fresh Group Products. Today's video is regarding one of our product ranges called Trafalgar Paddock Cleaners. Basically, within the range there are 8 models, of which you can see 4 today. They're all what we call a clean fan system, so that's unique, which I'll explain in more detail when we come to the individual machines. They're all fitted with Honda engines and they come with a 2-year Honda backed warranty. Like I say, British built, 2 years warranty. The sizes, so the smallest one we do is a hand pull one called a PC50, and basically that is ideal for alpaca owners for low volume. 1 or 2 horse owners may use this one as well, but you would fill the hopper, which is 50 litres, up rather quickly. Then size wise, going up, we've got 4 towable models. This is what we call a PC 500 plus. This is a fixed chassis, 500 litre. Now you've also got a 1,000 litre capacity tub, which is obviously double the capacity. Behind me we've got what we call a PC 450. This is actually a vacuum that's mounted on a muck truck. We're also muck truck dealers as well as authorised Trafalgar dealers, so we offer that for someone that doesn't have a towing vehicle. So coming back to the 500, we would equate a 500 litre capacity in layman's terms to be approximately 3 normal wheelbarrow loads. My customers do say that I'm probably underestimating the capacity. We get a mixture of, they think it's 3.5, even 4 normal wheelbarrow loads as capacity. So on that basis, 3 wheelbarrow loads and 6 normal wheelbarrow loads, or depending on which customers we talk to, it could be 3.5 to 4 wheelbarrow loads, and therefore 7 to 8 wheelbarrow loads as a capacity. Okay, so I just refer to my reminder board. So we have fixed chassis, so we have 4 towable models. We have the 500 plus, we have the 500 swivel, which is effectively this size tub on the swivel chassis, which I'll come to in a moment, and in fact we'll come to it now because that covers that. So the 500 towable fixed chassis, which is our cheapest in the towable range, and then that mounted on the swivel chassis. This is a 1000 on a swivel chassis, and on the swivel chassis you can have a wide axle, so an extended wheel axle on a larger tyre. We don't have an example to show you today, but it is on the website. That's particularly useful where you want the benefit of the swivel model, but you're worried about stability because of the lie of your land, so that gives you that extra stability. It's also very good if you've got badly poached fields, and if you're towing with a quad bike, you've got less chance of it bobbling over. So the wide axle swivel is popular for that scenario. Okay, I'll talk a little bit about the PC 450. So this is mounted on a muck truck. It's slightly less than the 500, as you would get from the capacity name, so it's just slightly under 3 wheelbarrow loads in our eyes. They're all very light to handle. Basically you can see they're designed for men and ladies. Probably 80+% of our customers will be ladies of varying ages and varying strengths, so that can be handled one-handed or two-handed. Actually, one bit that I did forget to mention, because of our unique clean fan system, which is on the outside, you'll see all of our vacuums have a fan on the outside. In fact, I'll come over here to where the camera is. We're on the PC 500 plus here. So the fan has double the amount of blades than the normal conventional fan would have, and that gives it a superior amount of suction, which we'll demonstrate on a later video. But this system means that it's extremely efficient, and over time it's going to maintain, as long as you keep the engine serviced regularly and you don't let the filter clog up, which we'll come to on the inside of the vacuum in a moment. But it's excellent for cleaning out the bottom of water troughs. so sucking up water out of water troughs. It will suck them dry. In the area where you do the hay nets, so if you've got like just loose hay in that area, you can suck up and use it as a tidy up for that. Tree debris, it's fantastic if you've got any oak trees, acorns, conkers, even fallen fruit, pine cones, etc. It's exceptionally good for that, and it's all because nothing is coming in contact with the fan. It also means that we're able to use a much smaller engine. I mean, apart from the PC50, we use a 50cc Honda GXH 50 4-stroke engine. All the engines are 4-stroke, by the way, no 2-stroke. And the fuel efficiency of that is such that that little tank on the top of the engine is 0.7 of a litre, and dependent on usage and how you're using it, you'll get roughly between 1 to 2 hours use per fill. So a 5 litre petrol can will do 7 and a bit fills, and we would estimate, based on feedback from customers, between 7 and a top end of 14 hours run on 5 litres petrol. So very, very fuel efficient when you compare it to what we class as dirty fan vacuums in the market, where you're typically using something like a 13 horsepower engine, because their system is different and it requires, to get the vacuum and to stop blockages, a bigger engine, and less maintenance. Hi, my name is Keith Douglas from Fresh Group Products. This is just a continuation of the video that we did yesterday. Just tell you a bit more generic information about the Trafalgar Paddock cleaners. So, excepting the PC50, which has a smaller engine and different design to it, all of the other machines are the towables, the self-propelled, are all of the same engine and configuration. So in this part of the video, I'm going to talk about the collection tubs themselves, the fan system, which we touched on earlier, which will be put together with this video. I'll explain that in more detail, and the engine, a little bit more information about the engine, and just the easiest and best way to put the hose away when you're not using it. Okay, so let's start with the tubs. So as you can see, the tubs are made of plastic. This is made from a very strong and light industrial plastic called polyethylene, and it's rotationally moulded. What that's enabled the manufacturer Trafalgar to achieve is a very well costed product, and superior performance, we believe anyway, in our opinion, based on the fact that we have a clean fan system. So you get a 5-year warranty on the collection tub and a 2-year warranty on the engine and also the paddock vacuum, excluding wearable items such as the hoses and rubber door seals. Okay, so let's go a little bit further. That sort of covers the tubs. So now we'll talk about the fan. If the camera would like to come in and get a focus on the fan, I'll explain. This is a key element to the Trafalgar Paddock cleaners. So we use a Honda engine. That does actually come with a Honda fan, or a fan that's supplied with the engine from Honda. That is discarded, and Trafalgar have made their own fan housing and use this fan. You won't necessarily know this, but there are a lot more blades on this fan than on the conventional fan that is on this 4-stroke engine. That's what gives this product the superior vacuum that it has. So that really covers the fan as well. Don't think there's any more to say about the fan at this stage. If I think of anything more, I'll come back to it. So the last thing to show you before we do individual videos will be the hose. So this is it seated in what we call its holster position. If you just lift it up with the back of your hand, take it up. I'm going to go out of shot now, but basically that's how you take the hose out. So to go back in, just holding it like that, you'll notice it's gone back into the S-shaped position. You just put that over and just rest it in. This is a good practice to do rather than to put it around the other way where there's a loop where the hose is near to the ground. By lifting it off the ground, and if you at night time you put an old duvet over the hose, and as long as you're not leaving dirty muck or manure in there after use, so you're cleaning it out, that will help preserve the life of the hose. So that really concludes this video. So I hope you found that informative, My name is Keith Douglas from Fresh Group Products. If you've got any questions or interest in the product and want some guidance and advice, we're available 7 days a week. Thanks very much. Hope you found that video informative. Please subscribe to our channel or share with any friends or colleagues, and we will send future videos out via our channel, and we hope you enjoy them. Thank you.